Good morning and welcome to WriterGreg on Twitch.tv. Glad that everyone could make it for this extended edition of Morning Marches, where for the next 3 hours we are going to do writing sprints on the quarter of every hour in the Pomodoro style. So hope everyone is getting ready because All Right Coffee Quills is already here. Needing to get things written. That is the purpose. It is the weekend. Let's get things done. James Woodwright, I'm glad that you're loving the music. I'm enjoying it too because it gets me pumped up and ready to go when it's a fast song. So I'd like to thank so much Moonflower Writer for already contributing this morning to the 1 million lemon challenge, where if we collect 1 million lemons by November 25th of 2020, you will have an entire 24-hour stream of me celebrating the end of NaNoWriMo. So this is going to be fun. Watched an Walking Dead lover watched an angsty episode of my show, so I'm ready to write some angst. Let's go. Awesome. Coffee Quills. A bit strange for me to go to EDM to this, but yeah, I can dig it. See, at least you're warning people and they have to work for it. I'm just telling people they get me for 24 hours. Sorry. I'm old. If I'm going to do something for 24 hours, let's see how this goes. I'm actually looking forward to it, and I have some great ideas. This morning I was looking into 2 different charities that were previously recommended as literary charities that help support children throughout the world or locally to be able to support. And that's the idea. I'm still working out ideas, but the idea that is definitely in place is that any proceeds, profits, I'm not sure exactly how to phrase it, but I'm going to make a document about it so it's very specific so everyone knows what's going on, of a children's literary charity that donations made during the 24-hour stream will be sent to the charity of choice as a way to help support children's literacy throughout the world, or within the scope of the charity that's chosen. So that's what we'll be doing for that. So none of the chat is popping up on the screen. You're right, it isn't. There's the chat box. How about now? Huh. Is there... I don't know. Dang it. So there's the chat. No, that's the header. I don't need the header. I need... No, there's not that. Where'd you go? Live chat. Oh, come on. Why can't things just stay fixed? Yeah. Well, we do. Yes, I'm looking at the screen trying to figure things out. But we do have 10 minutes before the first sprint. So I'm sorry about that. This is not what I want. There's the chat box. Okay, the widget. That's the size. That's the height. Font. Twitch. Always show messages. I mean, I actually don't understand the chat box on screen. Yeah. Well, that's true, but the thing about having the chat on the screen next to me on the Twitch screen is those who come back during the video on demand will be able to see the conversation as well, as opposed, and so they can see what I'm reacting to and what I'm not reacting. Well, unfortunately, I can't react to everything, but then they can follow the conversation along with me. Source. Chatter. HTML. Oh well. Yeah, I do make I make the videos available on video on demand and also at youtube.com. Oh well, I guess I'll have to fix that. Good thing I don't put it on my to-do list for afterwards. That's disappointing. Why would something just break like that? And there we go. Nerd or Die Arcana. He wants to say hello. So, for you coffee quills, here is a link to the package that I purchased from Nerd or Die that is called the Arcana package, and it has, this is the transitions that you may recognize. So I did use the blue with the white background as opposed to the gold. So you can see that some of these are gold tinted, where as you can see around my corners, they're the white color. But yeah, if you're interested in that, that is where I got those transitions. So, all right, what is everybody working on this morning? Thinking of Overdrive by Nerd or Die. Overdrive. Oh, that looks fun. Oh yeah, that does look fun. All right, let's see. James is education, one paragraph, checking the feel for education section, then something new. Yeah, Overdrive is pretty cool. Not the vibe I'm going for. I really like the fantasy vibe from Arcana, but yeah, fits more into the I write everything vibe. That is true. Yeah, but see, mine is pretty fantasy, but that's the world I'm building. So it is a fantasy. It is fantasy based, And yeah, that's pretty good. And coffee equals overdrive. Moonflower working on fan fiction today. Wonderful. My daughter and I had a great conversation about her fan fiction that she's working on. It is a Danny Phantom My Little Pony Equestrial Girls crossover. Yeah. What is the quote of the day? Oh, it's Saturday and I was running out of time. I spent the time researching the stuff like that. Let's see. Let's find. I was kind of hesitant about this one, but I think this would work. Working on Love Me Like a Villain. Ooh. Why are you not popping up screen? I clicked you. There you go. Okay. Today's thought of the day is seeing someone reading a book you love is like seeing a book recommending a person. The reason why I like that is because, what we read and I guess what we write tells us a lot about ourselves to other people. And I know that when I see somebody who's wearing a t-shirt for a particular fandom, Star Trek, Doctor Who, Star Wars, I know that I have something in common with that person and we can have a fun conversation. If I see a person wearing sports paraphernalia for the local basketball, baseball, or not football, because we don't have football professionally here in Utah, I know I have nothing in common with that person. So think about it. Your writing can bring people together. Your writing could be the common ground that could bridge things that divide us as a society. We can build bridges through writing, and hopefully we will be able to accomplish that and be able to bring people together through fun and engaging or whatever emotion you are trying to evoke with your reading. That is something that we can do. And there we go. Thank you. That was the thought of the day. And welcome to World Anvil. And thank you so much for hosting the writing sprints this morning. All right. So I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to take this and move this over to my used on Twitch folder. Because I have a lot of things here, but some of them, it's really hard to have that as it remembers that I own Doctor Who shirts, even though I didn't watch it because my mom thought I watched. Yeah, Doctor Who is pretty good. Though I don't know why, but I went through all of the episodes. The first season of Clara and Capaldi. I didn't watch the second season of Clara and Capaldi, and I just kind of dropped off. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I have to watch what I watch. I get nightmares too. All right, so we have 1 minute to our sprint. I am back to editing. I'm really excited. I've accomplished season 19 is where to go. Who's season 19? Deslicat, good morning and welcome. Peter Davidson, 5th. Oh, you mean original? Okay, you're talking the original Doctor. All right, there we go. Yeah, I didn't think that the next new Who or whatever you want to call it, had gotten to season 19 yet, or series, I guess that. Sylvester, I don't know. Okay, so here we go. We are going to start off a sprint. Sorry about the lack of live chat over in the window, but those of you who are here live will be able to see it in your client or on your desktop or whatnot. So there we go. All right, so we will go and we will start this sprint at a 10-minute sprint, and I will turn the music up. And of course it's a quiet song, so it doesn't sound like I did anything or between songs. It is playing, right? Oh, there we go. All right, microphone off. I'll see you in 10. All right, the 10 minutes are up. And Moonflower, 256 words for you already. Good job. I made it through 8 words to get rid of. Yeah, debate. Nice is dead. That is an interesting debate. James, 0. Dazzlecat, 10 lines on paper. Unsure. Almost defeated my Yasri. And I've decided to do Sundry on Sunday with submissions on Saturday. An alliterative Twitch stream title, and there goes the dog. My blog uses alliteration. Yep, okay. Kiddopoy, welcome. 120 words. Good job. Yeah, I need to get my blog up, but yeah, I'm getting into character as I'm eating lunch out of a can. Okay, that makes sense. Moonflower, you defeated a wig now on For the Words. Oh, good job. Kiddopoy. Good morning, Walking Dead lover. 965 words. Wow. Well, what is in said can? Is it a canned hamburger? Because that, looks, yeah. But good job, Walking Dead lover. What are you working on? Irish stew. I've eaten a lot of stew out of a can. What is Irish stew? Oh yeah. That looks good. Cool. All right. So, let's see. My novel Wolfbound, in which my characters want to murder me. Nice use of asterisk to prevent being caught by the the modbot. Yeah. I mean, that is us as authors. We really put our characters through the ringer, and I don't know, is it cathartic for people when they read stories to just realize how bad life is in the book, and so they feel better about their own? I don't know. Yes, breaking your characters, that's for sure. I don't know if you guys saw the my dog just left, but I did move my little camera over to show, but you don't realize that I can barely move my chair back because my green screen is literally just right, 4 inches behind my head, and so if I want to adjust my chair, I need to slide it away from the green screen because it's on an angle and then come back into focus. So, yep, got to break those characters. See what they're made of. Are they potatoes or eggs? So, yeah, it's Saturday morning. My office door is open to let the dog in and out while everybody is still asleep. And that's why I get to stream 3 hours this morning. All right. Let's start another sprint and find, there we go. There we go. All right, start. Main character is an egg and his love interest is a potato. Good choices. The fact that you made them opposite. Good choice. All right. Music up. Microphone off. I'll see you in 10. All right. There we go. Thanks for coming over. And yeah, Siobhan, thank you so much for the raid. And Dinosaur Bob, welcome and stay true. Sorry that the chat window over there doesn't seem to be working very well, as it, I don't know what happened. It was an update or something. Oh, the ASC streamers pinned posts. Okay, we'll need to take a look at that after the stream. Walking Dead Lover, 392 words. Tillers, welcome and enjoying the coffee. Hello. And the kitties wanted cuddles. Yeah, I thought my puppy would be a little bit more cuddly, but now he's just very, very heavy. All right, we have Kiddo Boy playing with CSS. Good, good. We do have a Sprint takeover purchased by James Woodwright. We will be, let me open that up. We will be doing this for the next sprint. 6 lines written by Dazzlecat. Coffee got distracted by an open call. Currently fighting a Brua. The Yasri was taken down. All right. How did I get the same word count as last time? 256 words again. Defeated another wig now. Next, it's an awa. New method for posting streams. Better rules for World Anvil and non-World Anvil streams. Go Moon. Yes. Good job. Whatever it takes to motivate you to get the words written down, that is important. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Not that. Writing. We got 2 minutes before we start the next sprint. Oh, looks like everything's gray. Trying out transitioning to new colors. Okay. Announceable streams will be blueberry. Inclusive streams will be grape. All right. And then we have... Okay. Well, I definitely have some work for me. Words are busting out of the woodwork. Congrats, everyone. That is important. We are here to get things written because you can't edit a blank page. Go read the pinned posts in the streamers World Animal, and yeah, it's there. Okay, so let me get... Too long, didn't read. Instead of linking to our calendars, we invite them to our stream events. Okay. Well, regardless of the calendars, I hope everyone has liked and followed mine, so you still receive notifications of whenever I go live. All right. For this sprint, we are going to be reviewing this article by James Woodwright. In my world, I am concentrating on Justice City. Their technology has been rewound to the 1860s as with the rest of the world, but they are still getting supplies from outside the city through the use of trains. What questions should I be asking about the outside world? All right, let's mute this music. Let us start Another sprint. Geography of the city. The city is laid out in a circle separated into zones, each zone comprising 5 rings, each zone segmented into 12. Each zone is 2 miles across, making the city 20 miles across in total. To find an address, you need to know the zone and segment it lies within. Having identified these, the zone and the segment with a blank space in the middle dictates where the building is in the city. The population of the city is around 100,000 and has more women than men, but due to attrition, warfare, disease, has the opposite for its children and teenage population. Architectural style. The architectural style is generally Victorian, which is eclectic and can include more or less any style in the architectural canon. Redevelopment is not common. Buildings are repaired when needed rather than demolished and alterations carried out where needed. These being appropriate for the business being carried out there. Buildings tend to have 2 to 4 floors. UK rules for floor counting. Street names conform to the following conventions, are not named after monarch or monarch positions such as king, queen, prince, princess, or duke, etc. Street names pertaining to other places such as Oxford, London, or local places, and then road. So therefore road names such as Oxford Road or London Road are not used. Road names do not, and boulevard, as it makes the place sound grander than it actually is. Roads can get their name from the industry. For example, 35 has a mint on Mint Street. Okay. Most people live in flats. Flats, which are usually in tower blocks, tend to be small and cramped. It is not uncommon for people to live above a shop, but those living in this type of accommodation tend not to be the shopkeeper. Living spaces tend to be utilitarian. Rooms that would take up larger spaces can be combined. For example, dining rooms and kitchens. Bedrooms are small and generally big enough to hold a bed, a wardrobe, and desk. Okay, I'd probably say a desk, but that's just me. Stores, which are successful to have multiple floors and more successful than that, may also have solar panels. These are finite as the technology and skill required is lost, but not the installation. Buildings containing successful businesses do not include outlets for food, drink, or groceries. Such premises would be found in the street markets, much as they were in the 20th century. Some of the more prosperous shops may be on more than one floor. I think you already said that. You don't need to have that twice. Citizens often produce their own items as scarves, such as scarves and hats. Stores are included to have such items. Since people can't learn everything, there are stores that have completed items. Bakeries are run like factories, and their bread and pastries, etc. And their bread. Wrong there, or that needs to be. I am talking a little quieter because hopefully that'll help. They also produce the fresh bread roll, which is given out on the great day of celebration, which is produced in the bakeries. Main landmarks of the city area include Zone 1. Each zone has a maximum of 12 squares. Each zone does an activity that a society requires. This reflects the building that in that zone these activities are. Zone 1 is for entertainment in major meeting places that contains gardens and plazas. Zone 2, governmental. Zone 3, high industrial. Zone 4, market. 5, transportation and low industry. Some squares have clocks, but places that don't have them will have buildings which do. Statues often reflect the culture of sustainability and need to and the need to repair rather than to replace. Others will be commemorative. There are no war memorials to the First or Second World Wars, as the city was founded after such conflicts. Public squares. Founders Square near City Hall, 212 Green, has a sculpture that shows the history of the city from 2017, founding around 2023. The model has a map consisting which shows the foundation. The square is notably larger than Inspiration Square, 3.5. The square in 3.4 has gardens. The square in 3.5, Inspiration Square Yellow, has a sculpture of a woman knitting a scarf, while on the other end is undoing the knitting and putting the wool into a ball, the same ball the first was using, signifying the need to reuse commodities instead of throwing away such resources. The city museum holds the last printed newspaper. Zone 1 is the entertainment zone and contains an area in the style of a column city. Okay, I'm glad you're already having conversations. My keyboard shift just broke. The zone is mainly used on Thursdays. On other days, it is used at a meetup place through which people do use other zones to socialize. Zone 1 is the only non-residential zone, since Zone 1 is the most central zone. It has streets leading to each segment, which some reach Zone 5, not all of them do. Entertainment often comprises fire jugglers, fire dancers with wood and stick gladiator fights at the end. The entertainment ends 11 p.m. Zone 1 is the only one that has no segments. Therefore, the address code would only have a 1. The arena doesn't have much seating, so people who want to see the entertainment have to go early. However, street entertainers can be found outside the arena in plazas and gardens. These street entertainers are not limited to contact jugglers and bubble illusionists. For some people prefer these entertainments as they may be often too late for the arena entertainment, and they prefer the entertainment from the street entertainers as they are contributing to someone's life in the form of donations. Blue. Zone 2 is the administrative zone, in which can be found government and local authorities buildings. The other zones, apart from Zone 4, have police, fire, and medical services. Zone 3, high industries. It also has the only hospital in the city. High industry are industries which are generally found in factories or need less space to produce. These things like coin mints and metal platters. Orange. Zone 4 is widely known as the market zone, and most citizens will find it common to find a market on their doorstep while living in this zone. The only main road in the zone is a 2-lane road. Back alleys and pedestrian walkways turn off this roadway, with the occasional courtyard which may hold stalls or play areas with picnic tables. There are some gaps in the marketplaces to allow transportation between zones 3 and 5. Zone 4 has segmented trade, meaning that segment 4 of Zone 4 is well known for its food, and segment 8 for its homeware and its clothing stores. This is not to say that these are the only segments to get these items, as segment 8 is a zone as a confectionery store. One item that each segment has in the zone produces bread, mainly for the Great Day celebration. Any excess of the bread is sold. Zone 5, red. Zone 5 is the transportation and the low industrial zone. The railway loops through each segment. This is the zone through which resources are imported to supply the city. Low industries that require a large area, or industries that are more rural in nature, that is not the cultivation of edible plants, such as items are shipped in as the soil are not ideal for them. These would be more like industries such as logging and animal rearing. Multiples of 4, 8, 4, 8, and 12 are the warehouse districts. Multiples of 5 are the banking districts. Banks generally cater to people living in the zones for which they lie. Moving house means transferring the bank account. Holds the only hospital in the city. Okay. At my discretion, I am going to go another sprint for commentary and discussion. So in 5 minutes when the alarm goes off, we will have another sprint, but I'm going to just keep talking about this because it was a kind of a long article. Yeah, perfect timing of the clapping. Yes. Yeah, we finished. Okay, I'm going to go back and look at the chat here. And okay. Okay, all right. I'll bring new rules. Okay, then lurking. Yeah, what did cause the rewind, or is that just a time period? 2036 in our world. How do they produce raw materials? How do they farm? Okay, but the question for me was, what questions should I be asking about the outside world? So your questions are more outside the city? I swear that phone is possessed. But they are still getting supplies from. What questions should I be asking about the outside world? Well, the article isn't about the outside world. The article is about this. But yeah, raw resources, the economy, are they self-sustained? Let's see. Do they Yeah, because this seems very authoritarian of a city plan, very centrally organized, very planned out. Um, I don't know if a city would naturally generate like this. But it seems to be very planned out. Yeah, I'd be interested in what caused the rewind. We didn't like the path we were going down. Who's we? Yeah, one hospital for 100,000 people does seem to be a bit low. You would need to have a huge hospital complex for 100,000 people. I would do some research into that. How many beds, with this whole COVID-19 thing, they talked about how many beds, how many ventilators, what was this, the supply and demand. So that would be an interesting question to research that I think you may be able to find more information on is how many hospital beds are advisable per 100,000 people. And it was interesting that you have solar power, but nobody knows how to make solar power anymore. How was that technology lost? Yeah, where does energy come from? Because honestly, solar power cannot by itself sustain a city like that. Okay, bioenergy, okay. All right. Is it just this city or is the whole world reset? I'm gonna switch my mouse back to this computer. And okay, starting another. I'm sorry I'm so far behind with the actual conversation. Yeah, I would ask about is this a whole world reset? Yeah, biofuel still needs a source. Okay, yeah, maize and corn. Yeah, yeah. The planet, yeah. about deforestation if you're solely on wood. Yeah. Nuclear fusion is a great source of energy with little negative effects, and one plant can probably power the entire city, and pretty self-sustainable as you continually provide fuel. Yep, and finding uranium, I think that's the fuel source for nuclear power. That might be a challenge. Yeah, even with fusion, you need distribution. The telegraph was invented in the 1830s and 40s, so that is a form of communication. But to have a large hospital for 100,000 people, but you only have 3 or 4 stories, that is a lot of power requirement. And or are is your hospital modern? Did they lose modern medicine? If they lost so much as they reset, quote unquote reset and went back, that would be interesting. How much other technology did they lose? And did only this city lose it? Did only this country lose it? Or was this reset, was this a voluntary reset? I may have missed that. Yeah. Solar panel can't work if you don't know how to replace solar panels, right? Windmills, if you want to kill all the birds, sure. But see, wind power isn't consistent. It doesn't, it rarely blows. At least the sun comes up every day. Yeah, one main. Okay. Yeah, because just because you have one hospital doesn't mean you don't have a doctor's office or a clinic per segment. You could, and are there, is it a monopoly? Well, yeah. Yeah, there are constant streams of wind power if you get high enough, but then you're talking about anchoring a dirigible at 400 feet up in the air, or half a mile. No, yeah, but yeah, you're right. You could get them high enough, but at the technology level that we're talking about, the 1860s, could they really create a a dirigible is one thing, but then how much power, helium, hot air are you using? Windmills also rarely need a lot of wind. You can not feel the wind, and the windmill still could be generating power. Okay, that's fair enough. My knowledge about alternative sources of power generation are limited. There's another one roughly 20 miles away, plus another private hospital. I'm not counting doctor surgeries, though, only hospitals. And there are wind turbines that are city and bird friendly, but you need batteries, more mining, and wires, more mining. Yeah. But there was a okay. Okay, well that's good to know, James, that the clinics, did I did I miss that in my speed reading? If so, I apologize. Is this the kind of feedback that you're looking for? I hope so. And you are talking about, this is the geography of the city article that we're talking about. So it does, I guess it wouldn't apply much to we're talking about city layouts. But see, I would love, the clinic is in the other article. Yes, you guys are, oh, good. I'm good. I'm glad that. Um, you may want the UK rules for floor counting. It's 100,000. Has up around 100,000. Has more women than men. has the opposite for its children and teenage populations. Do you have an article, James, on why uh, why this city was formed? You said that they didn't like the direction they were going. I'm getting the vibe that this may be something like the Pennsylvania Quakers, the Amish, the Mennonite, the people who no longer wanted to be a part of modern society because of the direction it was going, and so they decided seclusion. Oh, okay. That would be a great article to have because that would allow you to explain some of the decisions that went into how this city was built, how it was constructed. Um, Oil is exhausted. Ah, and by that you mean fossil oil, not like whale oil. Because whale oil and olive oil, yeah, the stuff out of the ground, yeah, fossil oil would have been exhausted. But depending, olives would be hard to cultivate in England. Well, there's a Dazzler Cat. There's a million reasons why you could have a reset. Political, economic, dystopian, just pure choice. See, that would be the interesting thing is if it was like a Mennonite or an Amish reason for the regression to the 1860s, then um, aside from the no oil thing, how do you are they trying to prevent the influences of the outside world from getting in? Or is this city an oasis of technology and this is as advanced as it gets? So I would be curious to know about how the other outside world is handling life. Everywhere else is like this. Oh. Hmm. Hydroelectric dams would be good. Ooh, an under society that keeps basic tech going. Yeah. Yeah, a hydroelectric dam would be good. If the geography allows for it, you would have to build the dam, you would need to have concrete and rebar and not near a river or ocean. Okay. Well, um, well, there's geothermal. J Are there geysers or any volcanic activity around the area that could be used for powering turbines? Because you could use geothermal. Yeah. Yellowstone. I live too close to Yellowstone for comfort. If that caldera ever blows, that will be the last episode of Writer Greg on Twitch.tv. But I have a brother that lives in Idaho, and he'll be the first to go. I think if Yellowstone really blows its top, I think you just say goodbye to the United States. Oh yeah, you have because you have the geography of the city, you have the politics of the city, you have the issue of the reset, why it happened, and yeah, and Canada. Yep, you'd be gone too. Oh, there's a Wikipedia article on the geothermal power in the United Kingdom. Oh, only 70. Okay, Yellowstone has the potential to wipe out 70% of life on the planet. Nice knowing y'all. Have a good life, or have a good afterlife. Oh, wow. Oh, you can use geothermal anywhere on the planet if you dig deep enough and have semiconductors and modern batteries. Yeah, that's a good point. But that also ties back into having that knowledge, because if I was in this world of James's, I wouldn't know that. Oh, okay, so all right, if Yellowstone blows, we're all gone. Yeah, yeah, Siobhan, yeah, that's true. According to a major recent article on the topic of the supervolcano in Yellowstone, it's not due to erupt any time before humans wipe themselves out due to the reliance on fossil fuels. I, I know that James already said that they're not near an ocean, but I think tidal powers, I've seen these things. They look like a segmented snake, and they go like this between segments as it goes up and down the waves. And so this little cranking motion here actually generates power. It's a little, maybe a ratchet of some sort. And that is one thing that won't change, and that's 24 hours a day, is waves, thanks to the moon, and tidal forces. Their nearest city is Bristol. Is Bristol... Okay, I know Cardiff is in Wales, but is Bristol in Wales? There's Wales in England. Oh, Wales, okay. All right, that's Wales, but I guess that's still England. Yeah, Bristol is in England. And the only reason I know Cardiff is in Wales is because the Ninth Doctor complained that to Rose Tyler that if he was going to die, he didn't want it to be in Cardiff. I mean, okay. All right, uh, we have 1 more minute. James, this was a fun discussion. Thank you so much for the sprint takeover. I hope everyone was able to have fun with it. Yes, I think you have a great starting here, and you are just covering one fascinating facet of this city. But when you get into energy production, you get into the politics, the reset, the interaction with the rest of the world. Yeah, this is going to be a fun little world that you've built in the future. And I'm just going to not worry about Yellowstone. All right, there we go. Okay, so we are going to go back for another... this doesn't handle zooming in very well. Okay. So feel free to continue the conversation in the chat and have fun with that. I am going to start another sprint and get back on the editing. Save your work. Anyone who is working electronically, click that save button. because you never know when Yellowstone is going to blow up. Eruption does not equal super eruption. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, there needs to be a dirty little secret somewhere. There's always a secret. There's always a conspiracy. But is it a conspiracy if it's true? All right, let's get this sprint going. And, oh, I forgot to turn off. Microphone off. See you in 10. Good night, Siobhan. Enjoy your sleep sprinting. I swear that sprint went a whole lot faster than 10 minutes. How'd everybody do? How's their word count coming along? Because, yeah, James is rearranging the point now, so no guess on what your the word count will be. Ah, the joys of editing. Yeah, when I logged in this morning to manuscripts, it said I was at negative 38 words in my last session. So, yeah, I wrote negative words. 8 lines. Good job, Dazzlecat. Zero words, categorizing points. Oh, well, hopefully, I mean, I think this was a great brainstorming session that we did together. I'm just sorry that we didn't have the chat recorded on the stream here. That hopefully you can like Control A, copy all, select all, copy all, paste all to grab the chat and something out. Walking Dead Lover, 406 words. Dinosaur Bob chatted with the neighbor across the fence. That's cool. Human connection. Rarely enjoyed nowadays. Seems like it. Oh, good. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm glad that we could be here to help support you in that. I think I may have. Yeah, no. I'll keep. Can't let all my secrets out. But yeah, I'm glad that you liked it. Okay, so looking at. Okay, usually, with the Pomodoro method. Oh, a new spell for 5th edition earlier. Called it the Lash of Thorns. Ooh. Nice big breakfast for Dazzlecat. French toast, egg, sausage, and cheese. Oh, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me, Dazzlecat. Okay, so what we have here, because this is a 3-hour session of sprints in the Pomodoro method, you do not sprint and sprint and sprint and sprint until you die. You take one of your sprints in the middle. Later, Dazzlecat. Thanks for coming by. And we will be here for another hour and a half. So in the Pomodoro method, what you do is after 4 or 5 sprints, you take a sprint and take a long break. So at 7 o'clock a.m., as you see here, usually I would end the show on the weekdays, but today, because we're extended, we are going to take a break from the sprints for 15 minutes. This will be just general conversation. This will be whatever it is. It'll be stand up, stretch, move around, get that blood flowing again, wake yourself up, and that's what we'll be doing during the 7 o'clock break. I will be going on an intermission. Conjure a whip made of thorny vines that can extend toward its target range, 30 feet. Nice. Okay, so, all right, so this is our extended break from sprints. So I am going to put it on the intermission, and then I'll be back, and we will start our next sprint in 15 minutes, but I do plan on being back before then. So thanks everyone else. Don't go away. The chat will be open. Keep earning those lemons, and I will see you in 15 minutes, hopefully a lot sooner. All right. Thanks, everyone. Hello, everybody. I am back, and thank you for sticking through that intermission. We will still wait until 15 after the hour for 9 more minutes before we start our next sprint. And hello, Songbird. Welcome. I haven't looked at the calendar after me. So I am just going to Kidopoi. Good morning. I am going to look at my widgets. Tillers. Spin. Nope. Poll. Nope. Stream boss. That's interesting. Nope. Don't want to do that. Chat box. There's a chat box. So I am going to do some live editing on this to see if I can get it to be fixed. Here's the chat box. Add source. Test source. I'm gonna add that. No. Yeah, I'm going until 8:30 my time. Yeah, it's a 3-hour stream. What is that? That's the test source. But it's still not. Huh. Because there's the chat box there. That didn't work. Get rid of this. Okay. Yeah. I start all of my DM stretch. All of my morning shows start at 5:30 a.m. local time. I wake up at 4:30, and in that hour, breakfast, shower, shave, dog, all that stuff. Yep. I am an early bird. There's that. Visual settings. I went to bed at 4 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, it's a different one. I like waking up in the morning though, and especially waking up with a purpose. And that's one of the reasons why I started this stream in the first place, is to motivate myself to get out of bed to do my writing. Because if there is someone, even one person out there that expects me to be in my chair at 5:30 in the morning running morning sprints, that's enough to get me out of bed. The awesome thing is that there are usually double digits worth of people who are joining me in the morning and in the evening to work on this stuff, and I'm finding myself way more productive. And I hope that I'm helping everyone here to be productive towards their writing goals, their world building goals, their RPG goals. It's a lot of really fun stuff. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. And if, spending your lunch hour with me, if you're in the British Isles, yeah, it's just, worth doing. So I don't know what's going to happen with with this Inception. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening with this chat box and why the chat box over there is not working. I'm afraid that it would require me to restart Streamlabs, and I don't want to cut off the stream. So that's just going to be something that I'm going to have to brainstorm later. So we have 4 more minutes until the next stream. Let's get this out of there. Let's close that. Yep. 4 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Sometimes if I sleep on my shoulder wrong, my collarbone pays the price. All right. I'm really excited with the progress that I'm making on my short story here, getting it edited, because this is the last edits that I have before sending it out to critiques, for critiques. Okay, so here's a question for the people in the chat. Who would be interested in providing critiques to each other of written words? That kind of stuff. Because articles can only go so far. Yeah, Kiddo Poi. Not so much. Well, no, we would still do that, but I'm talking about like fiction critiques. Oh, you'd be surprised, DM Stretch. Any feedback is good because everyone is a reader. It's not like it's not like not sure what Bob's talking about. Any feedback, because when you're a reader, you know that, well, this doesn't make sense, or I don't get that, and that in and of itself, I think is good. But if there is a desire to do that, oh, well, yeah, Kiddopo, you're right. And this is definitely going to be helpful in January after World Ember, because we have September and October our NaNoWriMo prep, finishing up projects to clear the plate for NaNoWriMo, and for me, I need to plan out a novel a lot. Then November's NaNoWriMo. December is World Ember, where we let our NaNoWriMo novels rest. And then technically February is like NaNoEdmo. All right. Just a second. NaNoEdmo. Yeah, not as popular. NaNoEdmo is, I think, February, which is National Novel Editing Month. And their server is slow, or come on, internet, my computer's slow. I don't know. There we go. Your novel, Reborn, 50 hours of editing in 1 month. And so, that, I don't know what, that might be a fun thing to do in February, but we, yes, Dinosaur Bob, technical and consumer. I do consumer style, and those are important as well. So if there's interest, let me know, because I have plans. And building a community of writers that help each other is a part of that plan. But it's time to sprint. All right, the sprint is up. The music is supposedly at 9%. Microphone off. I'll see you in 10. And that sprint is over. How'd everybody do? Welcome back, Bob. Thunder and tiramisu out of the deal. I don't know what thunder is, but tiramisu sounds pretty good. 251 words. You got lunch. Right, Coffee Kills. What's thunder? Oh, storm thunder. Oh, okay. I thought thunder was a type of coffee or a treat that matched with tiramisu. So, 3 storms a year? Are you guys a desert? Wow. Big schedule. Talk about splitting up that Saturday morning gap, alternating weeks or something. Oh, you grew up on the coast. Which coast? West or east? Or Gulf, I guess. Because, man, when I lived in Florida... Really? You had kids screaming when it thundered? Wow. East Coast, Florida. Yeah, I lived in Boynton Beach, West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. Yeah, thunder's not scary. Lightning, that can be scary. Thunder. Oh, there's this great country song. Yeah, there's this great country song about thunder and lightning. How thunder does all the talking, but lightning does the work. Thunder, yeah, it does all the talking. Yeah, it's a hilarious one. Hollywood, Coopertown, Jupiter, Invest. Oh yeah, I lived. When I lived in Fort Lauderdale, I went down to Hollywood sometimes. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I was supposed to go to St. Petersburg for a business trip, but it got canceled. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love rainstorms, and I live in Utah, where there's it's a desert, but I could move to the Northwest United States and love the rain. But that's me. All right, there we go. We have another sprint. We have 4 more sprints this morning, including this one. We're going strong for another 60 minutes with 4 more sprints. So let's get this one started. Yep, blog time. Coffee, would you do me a favor and post your blog post in your in the chat? I'd like to subscribe. You're half Welsh. The rain is in my blood. Oh yeah, the top buildings took care of that. Thanks, Coffee Quills. Yeah, New York City, there is not a lot. I love Manhattanhenge. That idea they're performing CPR on the blog, so there are things I need to fix. Oh yeah, mine too. Like adding content. But I'm streaming so much, it's hard to write content. Unless you want to watch me write content. Well, maybe I could write content. Well, okay, James, the question I had about losing solar technology was about, you mentioned in your article that there was solar panels could no longer be created. They were a finite resource. While they had solar panels and they could use them, they couldn't repair them, or they couldn't make any more. So to me, that is the ability to make a technology is what's important, not the ability to consume a technology. So my question is, how did they lose the ability to recreate the technology to make solar power equipment sustainable? So that's my question, about how did they lose that technology? Or, I mean, was it a brain drain, meaning everybody who knew how to make it died? And see, that's where an article about the reset comes into play. It was, did everybody who knew how to make solar panels die? Was there a mineral resource that can no longer be obtained? Yeah, that kind of stuff. So hopefully that helps clarify what I meant by losing solar technology. Because if you can't make it, you might as well have lost it. Okay, so with that, I am 8 minutes left. Microphone off. See you in 8. right, there we go. How'd everybody do? Save your work. 82 words for E. Songbird. Good job. Are you still working on your lesson plans, or is this an article or some fiction? 159 words, defeated 2 Awas in the 4 words, ran out of monsters in my battle list, so I had to make a new list too. Taking a break. Saltmarsh article. Oh, a paranormal romance open call. Excellent. And a one near future open call. Cool. Are those short coffee quills? Are those short stories or first chapters or novels? Short. This is why I write short stories. That's one of my goals. On my board up there is to have a short story of mine included, published in something that is not sponsored by one of my writing groups. This is why I asked for your blog. And that's off the list. I don't. Yeah. Deep Magic is a fantasy e-zine that is it focuses only on clean fiction, and that's what's up on my board here, is to be published in Deep Magic because it's a clean e-zine. Fix the World might be a good fit for you. Yeah, they're looking for future hope. Yeah, and see, I haven't done that. I'm getting to the point where I need to write the stories and then find the open calls that they fit to, because it takes me so long to write my stories now, as opposed to the other way around, because there have been many ideas where I've started stories in answer to a prompt for a short story contest, but it took me so long that I missed the deadline. But again, hopefully with morning marches and evening edits, I'll be able to turn around work more quickly and maybe be able to write ideas for the stories. I find that actually having a deadline helps me, and if I missed it, I've seen the ideas come back around. Yeah. Wow, 5 minutes up. All right. Okay. We have another sprint on our docket. So let's start that. Yeah, I support fan fiction. All right, there's that. Let's turn the music up. Let's turn the microphone off, and I'll see you in 10. I never muted myself. Oh well. How'd everybody do? Brief change of venues. Gotta cash my lemons. Thank you so much, Dinosaur Bob and DM Stretch. Thank you for your contributions to the 1 billion lemons. Oh, the early morning is catching up to me. All right. 95 words, updating all the trackers. Good. That's a good reminder. If anyone does want to have a word tracker, I do have that free Google sheet that you can use to track how many words were created in the sprints if you are so interested. eSongbird is doing research. There are noises out in the hallway as people are starting to wake up and getting ready to mow lawns and do chores. All right, finish your blog post. Currently fixing it. Good job. All right. I'm sorry, I'm just phasing out, just hearing stuff in the hallway. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, so I finished scene 3 and now I am on scene 4. If I can get through this, I will have my entire short story ready for critiques. I am so excited for that. It's been a long time coming. A long time that I've been working on this. I got to figure out a way to track I'm gonna start this sprint. I need a the joys of parenting. Okay, so 2 minutes to the sprint. Hoping everyone is doing well. Glad that everyone is here. Hope everyone, if there's anyone here who has found us for the first time and is not a follower, I hope that these writing sprints are encouraging. I've earned your follow and that you would like to be reminded of the daily morning sprints, Monday through Saturday at 5:30 a.m. Mountain Time, 4:30 a.m. Pacific, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, and 12:30 British Standard Time or Daylight Time. I forget. They may have changed time zones. And then we'll go from there. So please hurry up. 1 more minute. Let's get this. Let us get this sprint going. All right. 14:59 BST. October is when you change back. Ah, okay. Sounds good. All right, there we go. Like the last Sunday in October. Okay. All right, I am going to start the sprint. And I'm going to turn the music off. I need to check something outside, but I'm going to let this sprint going, and I will be right back. thank you so much, Riku, for following, and I appreciate that. I just had a little real life emergency that had to be taken care of, and out of deference to privacy of children, I'm not going to comment on it, but sometimes you don't know whether to laugh or to cry. So again, thank you, Riku. Te seduce? Rico te seduce? I don't know. Oh, okay, 4 more minutes. How many words can we squeeze out of these 4 more minutes? All right. Hope everything went well for that. Songbird, stop talking about food. when I was in Chicago on a business trip, there was this place off of the Miracle Mile that was near my hotel that had a deep dish. I had to like wait an hour for it to cook, and it was very worth the wait. It was so worth the wait. Really? You can. It would be nice if you could choose the amount apart from 250 to all 2000. Huh. I can't contribute, so I guess. Oh, that's weird. I thought you could pick a different number. I know that music down. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of dogs names that aren't liked by the Automod. I'm sorry about that. All right. All right, so 4 minutes until the last sprint of the morning. And again, thank you so much to Riku for the follow. Glad that you were able to find us. I want to be left with 520 lemons and can't do that. Yep, that is you, Riku. Riku te seduce? I don't know which. I don't know what flavor to put on your username. All right, James. Seduce. Nope. Sorry, Moonflower. Didn't like that one. A cockapoo? Yeah, the asterisk didn't work. Sorry. It's Spanish. Riku te seduce. No, that's not Spanish. Spanish. Translation. Switch this. Nope, are you not gonna let me? Seduce. Come on. I want you to be Spanish. I want you to be English. Seduce. No. Seduce. Or is it seduce? Yo no entiendo español, pero yo estudio mucho, estudio con Duolingo. Yo necesito ayudar. Yo oblio mucho. Seduce. Lo siento. Gracias. Quills de café. Gracias. Pero yo oblio mucho palabras de español. Yo escribo inglés. Rico, I used you. Time has been unwritten. Okay. Please, Riku, I would love to know the meaning of it because my Spanish is not that good as anyone who. I hope anyone who does speak Spanish who had to listen to say dulce. It is sweet? Like dulce? Well, seduce? Because I have auto mod turned on as high as possible to prevent spammers from using inappropriate words. But yeah, it is kind of funny how much it catches with dogs like Shih Tzus, and it means Riku seduces you. Okay, so seducir. That, yeah, okay. Okay, Riku, it did catch it, but Riku te seduce means Riku seduces you. Okay, so thank you for joining us, Riku. Yes, this is very heavily, but the comedy that we get from all of these things is well worth it. Please tell me it's worth it. All right, we have the last sprint of the morning. Let's get this on the road. All right. Barriers produce creativity. Ain't that the truth? Oh, that's what I was writing, but when I write it, it says the mods are checking the message. Yeah, it does, but I don't want to. Yeah, I have to read it and then manually click the allow button, and I don't want to allow the word seduce to be in my list of allowed words. So, sorry. I may have taken off the family-friendly thing, but because sometimes there are topics that are appropriate to discuss during the realm of writing, but I want to be able to choose when the time is to discuss those topics. So I just got to watch out if my bishop reads this, watches my show. You never know. Bishop is in clergy. All right. Yep. Okay. So we got eight and a half minutes left. Let's squeeze out as many words as possible. I will turn the music up. I will turn the microphone off, and I will see you in 8.5. there we go. That is the last sprint of the morning. Thank you so much for everybody who joined for all, part, or a little bit of this extended edition of Morning Marches. Thank you so much. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did with this sprint or the entire morning that you were here. How did you do? Yes, Dinosaur Bob, we are at 21.5% the way to our 1 million lemon challenge for a 24-hour stream to celebrate the end of NaNoWriMo. So that is still very much in the works. So thank you so much for everyone who has contributed to that, whether I saw the notification or not. Thank you so much for that contribution. There are some fun plans. Wow, that's good. In what, a couple of weeks? Yeah, 20 days. Yeah, I think it's been going for about 20 days now. And Kiddo Poi, they've contributed to the as well. So thank you so much for that. Yeah. So just to let you know, we'll be ending the stream here pretty shortly. I believe Songbird, thank you very much, Coffee Quills, for your contribution as well. I believe Songbird is picking up the torch after this. Oh, you are live. Good. I will switch over to here, and then I will bring this up here. So thank you so much for everyone for joining. Just to let you know, this is my only stream on Saturdays. I will not be back to... No, this is my... Whoa, Inception. Okay, all right, Prime Video. Yes, nice commercial, thank you. All right, so I am not here later this evening, so please enjoy other streams available by the Anvilite Streamer Core. You can check for notifications at $!ASC in the chat. We'll give you the link to the Anvilite Streamer Core, or you can look at the streamers channel on Anvil-streams on the World Anvil Discord. So that is available for those who want to see more. I will be back on Monday morning, 4:30 a.m. Pacific, 7:30 a.m., and that is my alarm to say goodbye to everyone. I will be back at Monday morning for more morning marches. Thank you so much for everyone for being here. I hope that you have a great day. And remember to shout out, Lemon Raid! Goodbye, everyone.